you know, Fury's just playing a game here, but it was close.
Danny Gaffone for Pro Boxing fans here in Coventry, where we've just had the press conference for the GBM show this Saturday night. It's a pleasure to be joined by the main man, Izzy Asif. Izzy, every time I come to a GBM show, the production levels get that bit better, the shows get that bit better. It's the first show of a very exciting multi-event deal with DZone. I've just overheard you, it wasn't the easiest show to get running, a few hiccups, but we're here. You must be very excited.
Yeah, extremely excited, extremely happy that we've got 11 fights on. 2 title fights on, three belts on the line. We're excited. It's our first kind of fight, first part of our multi-deal with DZone. It's an important night for us, and we're there. We're 1 night away from the weigh-in. As a promoter, I just want to get the weigh-in done now. Let's get on to fight night, get these fights in. No more hiccups. That's what it is.
It's not all what people see on camera. There's a lot goes in behind the scenes. Talk to me a bit about the Fury fight. It was obviously meant to be back out in this card. Not the case. Understand there was a bit of problem with opponents. Just could you shed some light to what's happened there?
Yeah, we matched him 3 or 4 times. Opponents kept getting knocked back by the board or medical issues. Then we got one last week. We were all on everything to go, and at the last hour, again, like 4 other opponents had some sort of medical issue. That board won't pass it, and then we just thought it's not the right one. Didn't get the right match, and so he'll come again. He'll be on a GBM card again very soon. He's in training. He's ready to go. So as soon as we got another date, Hughie Fury will be straight back on.
Well, let's talk a bit about the fights that are happening. Daddy Quartermain, top of the bill. People really excited about him round these parts. Again, some issues with opponents and stuff, but you've managed to get a really capable fighter in. Box Liam Parrow, who's recently become a world champion. Talk to me a bit about that main event. Danny's sort of one of the leading lights at GBM at the minute, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, Danny Quartermain's such a keen fighter. He's one of them fighters, he's ringing me all the time, what's next, Izzy? I want a harder opponent. And when we first signed him, I kind of got a feel how much he believes in himself, because he knocked a couple of opponents back what other fighters would have took as an easy night. He wants the hard nights, he wants them titles, wants them big nights in Leamington and Coventry and the Midlands, and he's got them. You know, he's got hundreds of tickets, he's got another 2 belts on the line, 1 belt he holds, WBO on the line, European belt. It's a massive night for him, and he is the one who's leading the way at the minute. And but he's got pressure on here, because he's got a guy who's got a phone call on Monday that you've got an opportunity to fight for take a large amount of money and fight for 2 title fights. Got nothing to lose. The pressure's on Danny Quartermain, but I feel like in front of his home crowd he's going to deliver, and he's going to be an explosive performance from Danny Quartermain.
Provided he does deliver as you hope and expect he will. What plans have you got for Danny over the next 12 to 18 months? As we said, big ticket sale around these parts, someone people can really get behind.
Yeah, listen, let's keep building his fan base, let's get him defending these belts, let's keep pushing him on. And the plan is win and keep winning and keep moving him on and get up them rankings, because he's ranked number 7 in the country, is it, on Box Rec? It was. So let's get him up there. We're fighting the top 3 or 4 guys. Let's get him there, but he's got to keep winning. And he's a likeable guy, so he always sells well. He's got that style, action-packed style, and he's build it, and build a base around him. And now Barry in the Midlands, because I've said it for a while now, the Midlands got so many talented fighters, but you don't see enough world champions or champions from the Midlands, and it's such a huge area. So let's build it, let's GBM build it. You've seen recently Matchroom build with Tyler Denny, Felix Cash recently in the Midlands. You've seen Queensbury coming here with Liam Davis. GBM and all are going to be here, build our fighters in the Midlands, build a platform, and build a group of talented prospects around here. And Danny Quartermain is the one who's going to lead the way.
The Irish lads are back out. I know you are both very excited about them. Kier, Malloy and Tiernan Bradley made their GBM debut, feels like yesterday, but a matter of weeks ago. Both coming off promotional issues and inactivity. Kieran in particular was in one of the best 8-rounders I've seen live. Tiernan, you touched on how he maybe wasn't at his best. He didn't train as much as he would have liked. Do you think this Saturday, I mean, they're both standout amateurs, regarded as 2 of the best prospects in the UK and Ireland. Do you think this Saturday night is where you see the best and why people can get really excited about Kier, Malloy and Tiernan Bradley?
Without a doubt, I've just seen that sparkle in Tina's eye. He come into the last fight, wasn't in great shape. I seen him with his top off at the gym early on in McCracken's gym, and I seen his conditioning was completely different. Looked like a different fighter with his top off, and I think you're going to see an explosive, impressive performance from all, and they're going to make a statement. they've had the first, they've got the kind of cobweb off with a GBM debut. This is now a time where they're going to make an impression. They're going to show the views in DZone. They're the ones that GBM's #1. They're going to steal the show, and that's what excites me with these guys. And they're seriously talented and all. And you showed last fight, like you mentioned, one of the best 8-rounders, Kier Malloy did. You know, I can hear Adam Smith in the background saying Kier Malloy's going to become world champion, and I second that. I think he showed me a lot already, so much hype about him, but he's got to get through Saturday night, and he's got to impress and all. He's not just winning, he's got to win with an impressive win and showcase why he's so hyped up about why people are so hyped up about Kier Malloy.
Is there still a plan to give those two lads a homecoming in Ireland at some point this year?
Yeah, I've said it, there's no doubt. You know, potentially this summer there's talks, but it's not over the line yet. I've heard Kieran sells massive in Galway, somewhere I'd like to go and put it on. And then, he's good time in Galway. They all say that. Hopefully not too good, nothing to be happening on the show, but listen, we like to go to Ireland. I always said the Irish fans are so passionate, so patriotic with the fighters, all to get behind the guys, and they love the fight game. You know, I went to Katie Taylor versus Chantal Cameron, and there were guys just coming out just to watch good boxing. There wasn't actually a Katie Taylor fans, but they want to see a good fight night, and that's what excites me about the Irish fans, and I think that will happen. You know, we've got 2 big signings there, I believe, probably the best signings we've done. And yeah, Ireland's definitely on the card, whether it's this summer or some point in the winter, we'll be going. Ireland's definitely on the GBM card.
Good stuff. As we touched on at the start of the interview, it's the first show of the multi-fight deal with DZone. Obviously very early days, as I said to you off camera. I can see the production levels are rising with the LEDs on the stage. And how you find it so far, and what do you think linking up with, you know, a streaming giant like DZone can do for GBM?
Oh, it's massive. Listen, it's absolutely massive. You know, my phone's not stopped since the DZone deal got announced. We've had sponsors on board, we've had partnerships on board. You know, it really puts us up there. You know, before this DZone deal, anybody in boxing, in British boxing, will tell you GBM put great fights on, great platform, they got a good show, but we never had that broadcasting backing. Now we got DZone, can really push us on and propel us to that next level. I feel like it's going to be massive for us, and the fighters will come. You'll see the levels of competition we've got rise. You know, yeah, we've seen the IBF European title, but I've made no secret, I want the world titles, I want them big nights, I want the big nights where British fans are all getting up for it, you know, the household names, I want them, and DZOne's going to be the kind of partnership that's going to make that happen, and they've been great to work with and all, and it's not just about, it's been a two-way thing where my backroom staff team are telling me they want to collaborate with all the stuff, they want to push it on social media, they feel like we're part, and a great thing they said was, with 612 me as a promoter, they said, you're part of the DZone family now, and we're going to push you, so they want us to do well, we want to do well, and listen, it's, how far could we go with DZone on board now, GBM, you know how far you know how far I think we can go, but it's now about showing it and putting them big fights on and big nights on, and DZOne's a platform to do it.
I spoke to Adam about 20 minutes ago, and he was talking about the link up with DZone and what that can do for you, and he said he had a conversation with you in reference to the Wembley show. We've obviously had the press conference, and you got Calla, you got Eddie, you got Frank, you got Ben Shalom. I mean, who would have thought you would ever seen the 4 of them in the one place? And he said, give it 12, 18 months, we'll be up there. Is that the goal, to be on these mega shows we're seeing?
Oh, come on, without a doubt. I won't be in this game, this tough business, if I didn't believe I could be there with the top boys, you know. I believe we're top 5 in the country now as a promotion outfit, you know, without a doubt. And with DZone on, we put a good show on, you know, we really do put a good show on, but it's not just about good shows, we've got to build up calibre of fighters. I get that, I understand that, and I'm not in no kind of delusion where we are, where we need to be, you know, to up there with the big nights and big stadiums and excite people more and get the viewership more, and that's what we want to mix with. But yeah, it's great for boxing, and of course I see myself up there. What did he say, 12 to 18 months? I'd probably say 6 to 12 months, just because, you know, I like pushing it, don't you? When somebody tells me something, I've just got that stubbornness about me. If he tells me 12 months, I'm going to say 6 months. If he told me 6 months, I'll say next week. I won't say next week, but yeah, listen, 6 to 12 months, yeah, why not? Why not?
Just on that Wembley show, got to get your thoughts on it quickly. Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, 2 fighters who not that long ago people were having sort of big doubts over them, more from a mental aspect than rather any aspect with ability. How do you see the fight going? I'm seeing a lot of people think that Daniel Dubois is very live against Anthony Joshua. Listen,
let me tell you first what you said about, I doubted him. So let's, you know, I'm going to be a critic to myself. I thought he's gone. I thought when he fought Joe Joyce, I thought that's Daniel Dubois done. And when he lost to Usyk twice, you know, I thought, is Fury going to come back? But Fury surprises. It's a different mindset, a different psyche. Fury. I think Fury takes him out. I really do believe. I believe Daniel Dubois takes too many shots. He said against Hergovich, yeah, he got through it, but he took a lot of shots. But when Fury, Joshua punches you with that accuracy and concussive knockout power he's got, I feel like it's going to be curtains for him. And I still feel like we're going to see the best of AJ. I don't know, something tells me AJ's a different man. I've been around him a few times at press conference, seen him, and he's just got a different aura about him to the AJ that we're fighting Usyk. You know, when he fought Usyk the second time, I was there and he walked past me and I said to my friend, he looks so nervous. He just doesn't look right, didn't look like content. But this is a different AJ. He looks content, he looks happy, he looks comfortable with himself, and I think you're going to see the best of AJ, and I believe he takes the ball out early.
Last quick one on the heavyweight division. Feels like we're always talking about Tyson Fury, but he always gives you something to talk about. He spoke out for the first time since the defeat to Alexander Usyk, and he said he feels he won the fight, and he feels he was almost too easy for him, and then he says he doesn't feel like he'll get a decision against Alexander Usyk for political reasons. What do you make of that? Is that just Tyson potentially trying to sell the rematch to people, or is that like something deeper, do you think?
Listen, of course he's a salesman, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's his boxing business, and if he weren't a salesman, he wouldn't be earning the buckets of money as he has. It's part of the business. Let's not kid it. It's part of the business. I'm a promoter, so I'm going to have a certain elements of salesman. It's just what we do in the business. Do I think it was easy? I really believe, and I got some criticism online for this, saying it. I believe we were very comfortable between rounds 4 and 7 or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I still believe it could have been a draw, or potentially could have gone either way. I don't think you could have argued Fury by 1 round. I don't think you could argue Usyk by a round or 2 either, or a draw. It was just what you seen on the night, what you liked, and he's playing the game. Listen, he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't let you kid yourself. Tyson Fury will be back. And listen, I think he'll beat Usyk in the rematch. I do. But to say Usyk, we're taking it easy on him. Usyk's a flipping undisputed champion. He's an unbelievable fighter. You know, to do that at cruiserweight and heavyweight, and to what a gentleman he is out of the ring. Is, you know, Fury's just playing a game here, but it was close. You know, I know, but it's just, that's the beauty about boxing, your opinions, isn't it? But listen, he's building up for that AJ fight. I can see 2025 Tyson Fury with AJ. I can see it happening.
We hope so. Izzy, always good to speak to you. I'm looking forward to the show on Saturday night. We will catch up again then, and yeah, thanks again.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Top man.